Yeah, so once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we'll bring you the very best. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken again from Sokoto prison, and the nation is in panic. He said, I asked them to build a seaport in Igbo land, but they refused. Instead, they offered to pay my family 300 million naira every month. They are not really after me, Nnamdi Kanu. They are after the ordinary Igbo people. I simply happen to be standing in their way. This is a strong statement coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Bethlehem evangelist. He has spoken. What would you like to say concerning this? Because it's terrifying.
Yes, my beloved brother, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has just said is clear, and it's a global thing. That you and I, that if we sleep and wake up, we should be grateful to God Almighty for bringing somebody in our own generation, under our very watch, somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekman, or Rabez, and the likes of them. Why am I saying this? Or why am I sounding like this? What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said was right. It was not actually the problem. Because at first, when Wazurike, the organizer of Masob, denied and dropped and dumped Biafra because of a little threat from Nigerian government during the era of Olusegun Obasanjo. When he was arrested and thrown in the prison, in the cell, when his mother died, and what happened? He was crying in the cell. That was why people was like, Kanu is a strong man. That even when they make a pronouncement of life, imprisonment, he never shake, he never moved. Rather, he was standing boldly and confident, with confidence. They were like, what is giving this man this kind of bold? You remember when they pursued Igbo? Igbo was crying. But instead of Kanu to fear him, he was bold and confident enough. Wazirike was crying. But when it comes to Kanu, he stand bold. When Kanu went after this man called Wazirike, dump this mission. He had issue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in UK regarding to this Biafran struggle.
Okay.
And that was why Wazirike said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used his own platform to rise. You get the point now? Good. When after he failed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picked up that this should be his own cross, which he must carry. And he must carry it to later. And when he landed in Nigeria, he made them to understand that Uguta Seaport was functioning before. Warri Seaport was functioning before. Enugu was a vibrant state before. So what is going on now? Why did you people? What about Warri Seaport? Why did you people suddenly change? Are you aware that if anybody graduates in Igbo land, the person will be coming to Lagos in search of greenish pasture? And why should it be so? And why must it be so? And every goods which they offload here in Apapa's wharf pass through the channel of East before reaching Lagos. And why must it be Lagos? And the same people that brought this and brought these goods will now reload it again from Lagos back to East again. Is that not sufferness? Is that not wickedness? Why should this continue? Why can't you do that seaport? Because it was functioning before. In the 70s, the early 80s, how many Igbos are in Lagos? Was Lagos populated with Igbos that today they are doing, my Igbo will not go give a house, this one not go, that nonsense. Who cares to come Lagos when we have seaport, when we have a place what to do, where to make our ends meet, make our distance ends meet? Who sent Lagos? Only but a few Igbos are here in Lagos. Are you aware that every plane that moves from Nigeria must connect to Enugu as is before it can be able to connect anywhere in the world? Are you aware of that? But the Nigerian government makes sure that they close every source of Igbo survivor in the southeast. You see why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave it to them as an option. But I know he knew, as wicked as Nigeria is from their heart, that they are not going to pay attention to that, and which they didn't. He tried to educate them, to lecture them. They refused. Do you know what they called him? They called him Second Wazirike. You know another name, that the way they see him again, they see him as one that is coming, that want to use the platform of Biafra to extort money from Nigeria. You see the reason why they offer him 300 million monthly. So that he can silent, he can keep quiet, which he refused. And you and I know it's not coming from me, but Sultan of Sokoto, that they offer Kanu even 5 billion. Yet he still do what? Refuse and turn it back. And no wonder this thing come to my memory that makes me to understand now why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say freedom is never given to the poor. That freedom is given to the middle class. When they arrested Simon Ekpan, it was Orabweze that went to Mesenga to discuss and plead with Mesenga to use his platform, because he was the organizer, the chief organizer of Pan Africa, to use that his office and position to fight for and to defend Simon Ekpan. So when the Nigerian government now play that game, because every lawyer, the 27 lawyers that come from the Europe nations, are now on their way going. Everybody has gone. So not knowing that they have already liaised with the Finnish government and Finnish police, so that as long as these people are going, they leave, then you move him from the court as if you are taking him to another place. You understand? It's a kind of relocation. You know, Simon Ekman makes statements of such that he doesn't know where they will be taking him to from here. So where they intend to take him was from there, in the name of relocating his prison place. They will now move him to the very place where they will enter the plane and move him down to Nigeria. Illegal rendition. Thank God, I don't know how come Mesanga picked the information and immediately he alerted every of his organization group team. And that was why information round and circle the team. He used his platform and he inform and alert everybody, and they block that movement. It will not happen. The case is already here. It must be settled here. You get the point now? You see why Nigeria, like I said, I will always tell you one thing. If I tell you, even if you didn't see it now, tomorrow you still see it. Nigerian government is having serious issue now with the Finnish government.
Okay.
Yes, they're having serious issue now with the Finnish government, because the way they planned the game to play was not how the game is going. Are you aware? As at yesterday, you know, I think, yesterday was Thursday, being 20th. Bianco Juku, Chinasa Nworu, Edoziem did all these expired DOS and likes of them storm the court with enough evidence, which they believe that they have. But only one question that silenced the whole courtroom. Do you know the question? The question is this. The judge asks, the lawyer asks, please, this Simon Ekpan is a terrorist. They said yes. And he has been the one responsible for the dying or the killing or the crime of his people in his own land. And even, in fact, in Nigeria, they said yes. Now, okay, you are right. And no argument, accepted. But one question is this. Ever since, and you people said he's the one sponsoring them and he's the one coming, carrying gun, threatening people. Yes. Now, ever since we arrested Simon Ekpan, and Simon Ekpan have been in our custody, did the killing stop? The killing, the kidnapping, and all the atrocities that have been going on, even the genocide, as in the Christian and everything that, did it stop? And they cannot answer. Silence. It's like when masquerade was passing because everywhere became cold. It's like when they pour them like cold ice block, not even ice water, but cold ice block. Everywhere became silent and they could not answer. And Simon Ekpan smiled. Please, if you know the other day it was on Wednesday that they asked Onyendu. Yes, we were told that you have some chips as a kind of camera. He said yes. That he mounted all those cameras in the whole southeast in his father's land. So that he will use it as a evidence to see how Nigerians are killing his own people, Nigerian army. You know, and why he did it was that they will do it. You understand? When they do it, they will never say it, and they will come out and still blame somebody else. Then after saying that, he now play the game. He give them a little. He said, watch, Mr. George, watch. When they all, including the defendant of Nigeria and Simon Ekman, Masanga, and those 27 lawyers from the EU, from the and the IPOB too. Then the Finnish government, when lawyer George now look into everybody, they bowed down their head. And he said, he made a statement that had it been that he came from his home, that he has more evidence that, you know, qualifies him on that camera than what you people are watching now. So there was a serious cold in the courtroom. Are you hearing me? And as a result of this, Nigeria is, in fact, as it is now, I'm talking of as at yesterday on, Nigeria is in a serious coma regarding to that matter. Now, they are confused. Because that question was a critical question and very, very important question. If you are watching me or you have been following me, you know I have already thrown this question. I've said it in this platform. Before the court appeal resumed, I said, if truly that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the one sponsoring or responsible for all those things, ever since they arrested him, those things would have reduced. I said it here in this platform. I said it. There is one, it would have reduced. Two, it might by now finally stop because there will be no sponsor, there will be no financier, there will be no backup again because the boss have been arrested. And I remember that in this platform, I said it that time that even when they talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, that sit at home of a thing, I said that you people said he was the one that instigated sit at home. Ever since you people hold him from sit at home or whatsoever, what happened? Soludo too was used as an element, you know, to forcibly force people out of their homes. But what happened? Did they actually succeed? No. That is to tell you, the people of the land are tired of sticking to Nigeria or remaining in Nigeria. They have made up their mind to fight back. And what is the only means for them to fight back was to stay away, at least to use one day, you know, to show their solidarity, consideration to their leader. Are you hearing me? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which Nigeria illegally renditions, you know, from Kenya. They are using it to express their own dissatisfaction, feelings regarding to that. And that is why they never use it as an excuse not to pay their dues to the state government.
Well said, Biafran evangelist, as usual, super analysis. Onitsha is in chaos currently because the Nigerian military unalived a Biafran member immediately after the Onitsha head bridge. And currently, the citizens of the land are protesting concerning this, that it is the military that they are facing, no any other people. Biafran evangelist, do you think they are using the military as a tool to fight against Igbo youths?
My beloved brother, they are not just using military alone, they are using police. Because beside that one, there was a boy. Nwaboye. Nwaboye means somebody that is serving Oga. Whom his Oga sent an errand to go and, you know, his goods which he bought You know, as Oga go market, buy, come back, the boys will go and carry the goods inside. As the boy went to carry the goods coming inside, he went again, the police stopped him. What did you have? What did you carry? He said he carried his Oga's goods. And there is the shop there. The police started forcing him to open it. He said he cannot open it. Because if you open it, your guy will not believe anything that he said. And what I expected you as a policeman, you understand? If actually you dated the guy, he's a boy, he has a boss. Follow him to the office or the shop, meet the Oga. In the presence of the Oga, Oga, open this carton, open this goods. I want to check it. Or maybe I suspected the illegality there. That is the normal thing to do. When he forced the boy say he cannot do it because there is no way his Oga will believe him. It will be as if he have tampered. Before you know it, the police shot the guy. And they took the guy to hospital. Even as at yesterday, nobody know the well-being of the guy, whether the guy have died or not. You see why it's one of the things that triggered, coupled with what time he did. And that was why they vowed they don't want again. They blocked that Onisha main bridge. The protest, both to Keke, both to bus driver, both to everybody, traders, even more boys, they left to their Oga shop, lock Oga shop, and they are protesting. It cannot continue. Can you do this in the north? Borno State is on fire. Do you know that in Sokoto, where Kanu is, do you know how many people that was unalived yesterday? In Sokoto? Why can't Nigerian army and police go there and face these people? Everything is all about Igbo. Waiting, what did we do? No. What is it? Enough is enough. How long shall we continue this? That is why it's annoying me whenever I see Biafrans talking nonsense against these people that is paying their due life to make sure that we are free from this dungeon. This is it is automatically a zoo attitude. Animal kingdom, that is what Nigeria is. You know, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was calling them zoo, I was like, why should they be using that word? Now I really understand why they should be addressed as zoo, because they are behaving like animals. To be frank, that attitude, you see, I could remember in the first tenure of Donald Trump, when policeman, forcefully, first one black man, I've forgotten, is it Jackson or whatsoever, somebody like that, that thing played against Donald Trump in America. Seriously, people revolted, people protested, people make, and of which at the end of the day, they called him a racist. Yes, somebody, if I'm not mistaken, Jackson. Because on that note, it's like the guy gave up. The news was everywhere else at that time. And which at the end of the day, even when as Donald Trump came to apologize, yet people did not take it. And that was why they voted massively for his out in his second tenure before he now came back now. You get the point? So these are the reasons, the point and the thing why, my beloved brother, we are winning. And I love God that this time around, God did not give us people that should I use the word selfish or greed? Which one is qualified? But God knows the best. Because if not for the person like the quality, not quantity, but the quality and the grade of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you and I will not be talking about Biafra, freedom today. If not for somebody like Simon Ekpan, integrity is good. It's good for one to have integrity and to have self, discipline. You understand me? If not for integrity in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpan, you and I don't know what would have become of you and I today regarding to what is already happening, even despite all these people, being present in the game. And I will not forget, glory goes to God, that even beside two of them being held illegal in their different countries, there is another person, a man in a woman form. And that person is no other person rather than Ngozi Orabeze. As we speak, she have successfully to the glory of God, to submit the Biafran document to Norway government. Are you hearing me? In person of, what they are using, what they practice there is the law from the palace. Are you getting it? And they have a king, and in person of Harald V. Harald V was the king, the president of Norway, and our document has been submitted to his table, though he has not actually officially attended to it. Okay, the reason why that has not happened was because the man is still in the hospital. Do you understand? And another thing I want you to understand, to know much again, is this. Ngozi Arabeze has pushed it again to remind the current newly elected president of Zambia. Nigerians in the not Nigeria, the Biafrans did not even know that we have a common intimacy relationship with Zambians. Zambia was one of the first countries, especially in the world, if I'm not mistaken, and Africa too. The first country in Africa and in the world per se that first recognized Biafra. In the year 1968, May 20th, under the leadership and the governance of Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. As of that time, you understand, he was the first people, the first country, one of the first countries to recognize Biafra, and they are one of the people who contributed, for our survival today. So that's why when Hechele was re-elected as the president of Zambia, so Arabeze have to reach out to him. That is to tell you how versatile the lady is. That is to tell you the kind of relationship that woman can command.